Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Breaking Science. I'm coming at you with a two-part series, and this first one is discussing this article below here. Let's jump right into it. Starting off, Facing Puberty from Moore et al., we are discussing adolescent puberty development and emotional processing. What does it all mean? Let's start with the basics. Puberty development. What's going on? Well, the short answer is so many things, like hormonal, physical, and social changes. These are all discussed in this article. However, here's the most important thing to consider about puberty, and it's the fact that adolescents are becoming more and more motivated to seek out friends and develop relationships with their peers. So what is this article looking to achieve? Well, there's three areas in the brain. They are the amygdala, prefrontal cortex, and temporal pole. They are all implicated in emotional processing. So these three regions of the brain are being investigated for activity to emotional phases based on puberty status of the adolescents. 45 participants in late childhood, they were about 10 years old, were brought in and gave a self-report of their puberty status, and were then put into what is called an fMRI machine. These are used to compare the activity in the aforementioned regions of the brain when seeing a neutral, angry, sad, fearful, and happy face to seeing no stimuli at all. The same participants were brought in 3 years later to execute the same task. Moving on to the results of the study, Moore et al. Find after conducting a general linear model test that between time 1, when the participants are about 10 years old, there is less activation in 3 different parts of the brain, one of which being the amygdala. However, by 13 years old, we see greater activation in 6 parts of the brain, including the amygdala, temporal pole, and areas of the prefrontal cortex. Moore et al. Also come to find that across the time 1 and time 2, there is a significant difference in puberty development. Now that we ran through the study, what does it all mean? Well, we've come to learn that regions of the brain implicated in emotional processing are coming online and are more involved as puberty progresses. More so, to put another way, the brain is becoming more finely tuned to these social indicators, such as facial expressions, which is going to help the adolescent be more socially adjusted to their environment as they start to navigate a context that is more associated with their friends than, say, being around their parents. Thank you for staying curious. That is all for Breaking Science.